Hey guys, it's Coach Kirsty. So what we're going to talk about today is how to progress your push-up. So the push-up is a fantastic functional exercise, except it's often butchered because when you go straight to the floor, a lot of faults can come into play. I'll give you a quick demonstration of a few things that can go wrong with your push-up. So if we're starting straight on the floor, we can often people will bend back and do really shallow push-ups, or when they drop, their low back will drop and they'll do this. What we're really wanting is a lovely straight line from your head to your toes. Then as you push up, your chest comes to the floor and your elbows are at a correct angle. So I don't like to go from a knee position because again, you can cause a lot of issues by sticking your bum out or dropping your bum down. So how I like to progress the push-up is actually in a power rack. So we start with an incline push-up, slowly work your way down, and then eventually end up on the floor. So what I'll go through today is how to set up your power rack and how to progress. So when you set it up, first time you do, just put it at any height because you can change it depending on how you go within your rep range. But you need to make sure that when you lean into it, that it's nice and stable upon the actual rack, and that you start by gripping the power rack slightly outside your shoulder width so your hands are nice and balanced. Then you want to align yourself so you're in a nice straight line from your head to your toes, so neutral spine. Make sure you draw your belly in. You want to make sure that as you lower down, you don't end up sagging in the low back or just ending up with your bum stuck up in the air. Then as we lower, you need to make sure that your elbows are coming at a 45-degree angle. So you don't want them to be flaring up like this, because that's one of the biggest faults in a push-up, is when your elbows are flared up like this, it can cause a lot of shoulder injuries and pain in the long run. Cool? So make sure your elbows are coming back at a 45-degree angle. And then as you come down, make sure your chest comes to the bar and that your shoulder blades are together at the back. So otherwise if they come up, then again you'll get some issues within your shoulders. Okay? So the bottom, make sure your shoulders are back and together. And then as you drive up, make sure you come to full extension. So still keeping the bum squeezed, abs braced, and belly drawn in. So if you can complete your rep range, so usually between 10 to 12 repetitions with correct form, that's awesome. That's when you start to move down the levels. So as you lower down, it'll get harder and harder and harder, but what we're aiming to do is make sure that your form stays on point. So that when you eventually pop down to the floor, your chest, your triceps, front of your shoulder, and your core have established correctly to make sure that you're going to stay bulletproof within your push-up. Cool? Till next time, that's all I've got.